Hi. So the next transformation is source qualifier transformation. So up to now we have created so many transformation. So in the transformations, when you're dragging the sources, automatically it's creating a new source qualifier. So what are the columns we have in the source? The same columns we are getting in the source qualifier also. Okay. Because using source qualifier only, we can pass the values from source to another levels, like into the target or into the transmission. So not only that, in source qualifier we have lot of properties. So first I will explain what are the properties we have. Here I am opening the mapping. Create. I am creating a new mapping here. Okay, drag and drop the source. Okay, and I'll create the target after completion of the properties and explanation. So here we have source qualifier. So if you're dragging any type of source, automatically you will get the source qualifier. So here we have ports. These are the ports are input and output ports by default. And in properties we have lot of options. SQL query, user defined join, source filter, number of sorted ports, tracing level, select distinct, pre-SQL and post-SQL. So lot of options we have. So source qualifier, the performance wise it will help a lot. So here for example, if you want to join with any other table, from the same database, so we can create join condition. For homogeneous tables, for homogeneous sources, we can use source qualifier to join the tables. Left outer, right outer, full outer, equi-join. So any join condition we can create here for the sources. And next is source filter. Source filter, here also we can apply the filter condition like department number equal to 20, salary greater than 1000 and department name is so and so, designation is so and so. So like that we can add the filter conditions also here. And next, sorted ports. In this table, if you want to sort the table on the department number, then mention 1. If you mention 2, first and 1 and 2 columns, it will sort the records. So based on the number, it will pick the columns and it will sort the data in the table. So tracing level, already we know for the session log, we are using the different tracing levels. By default, we are using normal. And next, distinct. If you have duplicates in your source, so we can eliminate those duplicates using select distinct option. And next, pre-SQL and post-SQL. So we can write the queries in pre-SQL and post-SQL. In some projects, we are loading the data, means we are loading the data into the target every day. So every day we are truncating and reloading the data into the target. So at that time we can use pre-SQL and post-SQL. Before loading the data into the source qualifier, you can truncate the table or you can update the table. So any SQL query you can write in pre-SQL and post-SQL based on our requirement. Okay. So like this, we can apply join and filter, sorted ports, tracing levels, distinct, pre and post SQL also. So I'll explain with another table the combination of two tables, how we are joining, how we are overriding the query, how we can apply the filters, how we can apply the joins. I'll explain. So the difference between normal joiner transformation, normal filter, normal sort, here we are retrieving the data from the source into the source qualifier. So when you are reading the data from the database, at that time these conditions are we are applying. So for example, here in EMP table we have 10, 20, 30. So if you mention filter like department number equal to 20, means from database we will get only 20 department records, not other records. So in real time we are working with millions of records. So like this, the unwanted data we can remove the initial level. So when you are reading the database, data from the database, at that time we can apply these conditions. So we can remove, we can avoid unnecessary data. So automatically it will improve the performance. So the unnecessary data it will filter. So that's why it will improve the performance. So that is the major difference between normal filter and normal joiner and other options also. In most of the projects, in most of the mappings, so what are the maximum conditions, requirement related conditions we are applying in the source qualifier? Okay. So first I'm drag and dropping a new other transmission. It's EMP here. So those two tables are from the same database like Scott. Okay, these two are the homogeneous. So for heterogeneous we cannot using source qualifier, it's not possible to join the heterogeneous sources because session level connection is required. We will get only one source qualifier connection in session level. So that's why for heterogeneous we have to use the joiner only. So heterogeneous and homogeneous, that is another thing. But first, when you want to join any two tables, the requirement is two tables contain the common column. So when the two tables contain the common column, then only we can join the tables. That is the first thing. So here we have already department number in two tables, so we can join these tables. Okay. So I'm creating a new target, the combination of EMP and DPT columns. Columns. Here I'm adding dname and location columns. Dname and location. Dname varchar and this is location. This is also varchar. Okay, I'm changing the table name also. So if you want the primary key you can add or you can disable also. So I'm generating the table in the database. Okay, table created. emp underscore dpt. So here drag and drop the target. So already we have source qualifier. We have to remove that one first. Then we can create a new source qualifier. So if you have any number of sources, then just remove the source qualifiers, then create a new source qualifier transmission here on two tables. Okay. So from here you can drag and drop into the targets. Auto link to target, from source to target. Okay, location, the name is different, that's why it's not connected. Okay, so here ports, go to ports are normal, input and output. In properties we can generate the query, generate SQL. So here we have, this is the join condition. Automatically it's created because the primary key and foreign key relationship, we have the tables in between tables. Okay, so here we have department number, department name, location. So each and every column from each and every table we have here. Okay, if you want to apply any conditions like department number 20 or salary or hire date, any conditions we can add. Okay, department number, dname, location from dpt table, the remaining columns from emp table. So from dpt and emp, where dpt dot department number equal to emp dot department number. So if you want to apply the filter, we can apply the filter. If you want to join any other joins like a left outer, right outer, or if you want to join any other table from the same database, we can join. And we can sort the information, and we can distinct columns, pre-SQL and post-SQL also we can apply. Okay, so mapping, validate. Let's see. So workflow, I'm creating a new workflow for this source qualifier. New session for this mapping, SQ. Connections for source and target, Scott. This is also Scott, I'm changing this normal. Okay, source qualifier. Here we will get only one source qualifier, right? So that's why we cannot join heterogeneous sources. So we have to give only one connection. If the sources are from different database, there is no option to give the connection. So if you want to join heterogeneous sources, we have to use joiner transmissions. Okay, it's valid and saved. Workflow, start workflow. So we will get 14 records because we have the primary key on EMP. Okay, 14 records we got. So you can see the output here. Okay, department 20 details, research and Dallas. Okay, so like this we can join multiple tables using source qualifier. If the tables are from homogeneous, means if the sources are homogeneous, we can. So here I'm applying one filter condition. Okay, where department number equal to 20. I'll truncate the table, the target table. Before doing this, we need to refresh. Okay, so here I am enabling the truncate option for the target, truncate and reload for every load. Okay, workflow, start workflow. we will get only 20 department related details. Okay. Just I want to check whether it's applied or not. Okay, sorry. So here we need to override the condition, otherwise it will pick only that one. Okay, every time after changing of everything we need to. So otherwise it will not applicable the new changes. Okay. If you want, you can check that override query here also. So then you will get clarity whether it's updated or not. So department 20 now it's added. Start task. So 5 records. So from source we got only 5. Okay. 20 department related. Right. Okay. So I'm selecting like sorting on D name. So like this we can apply multiple conditions also. On D name we sorted. We'll see it's D name. Oh, D name is here, it's only one. But anyway, so we can apply sorting or anything. So we can apply. Okay. So this is the source qualifier. Source qualifier is active and connected type of transmission. Here by default we have input and output ports. So different properties we have. Using SQL query override we can add other options also. Okay. So join we can create, filter we can apply, sort we can apply, we can eliminate the duplicates also, we can apply other queries also in pre-SQL and post-SQL. Like update condition also we can write, insert conditions also we can write here. So before loading, before reading the data from the source qualifier will perform the pre-SQL queries. After reading the data from the database, post-SQL queries will execute. The same way we have in the target also. In target pre-SQL and target post-SQL. Okay, this is the table name. And this is the name prefix, like if you have any database name like ODS dot the table name, mrdev the table name. So like that we can add that table name prefixes also, database names. Okay, next to transmission we can see on joiner to join heterogeneous tables. Thank you.